What is up, people, and welcome back to another episode of the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. We are here at the Hungary in the heart of Budapest, well, outside of Budapest, and we are going to be doing round 17 of the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. Sorry if I sound a little bit awful for today's episode. I've woken up with a bit of a sore throat, so my voice is going to be bad for today, but we're going to get on with the episode anyway. And basically, if you're new to this series, then we pretty much start at the beginning of the race, obviously, driving as Rio Haryanto in the Manor, going 2 laps down at the start, and then working our way back through the field over a 50% race against very easy AI difficulty to try and get onto the lead lap and try and get as many points as we possibly can. We've so far done 16 rounds of this season, and we are, at the moment, leading the Drivers' Championship by only a small margin over both Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. So it's very close between us three. So be hoping today that we can carry on the momentum and stay in front of those guys. Don't forget also that you guys can vote for the next circuit that we head to. There'll be a card annotation in the top right hand corner of your screens to go vote there. But also leave a comment down below which track you would like to see next, and also leave a comment down below telling me that you have my notifications on, because this week's shout out for the notifications goes to Through the Pit Lanes. So thank you very much for having my notifications turned on. So let's take a quick look at the race strategy before today's race, starting on the soft tyres, pitting for another set of soft tyres, and then going on to a set of mediums. We know that tyre wear at the Hungarian Grand Prix is very, very strict. And it's going to be quite difficult to sort of, you know, make these tyres last. Probably for myself, I'm not the best at tyre wear around this track or like Germany, those sort of tracks. So it might be quite difficult here today, but we're going to go with that strategy for now. Whack up the fuel load like we always do. And let's see what we can do in this race. But that's going to be the race strategy. It's going to be dry for the whole race, which is always good. And without any further ado, let's go 2 laps down. Here they come then. When I say here they come, it looks like Nico Rosberg is absolutely destroying today's Hungarian Grand Prix. He's gone past, he's put me 2 laps down, and now we've got to wait for the rest of the field. It's a little bit spread out, but not as spread out as we have seen in recent races. A nice train there, which we will have fun getting through. Now if we get ready to overtake Pascal Vernon, as soon as he's gone, right, let's get a 2 laps down Championship Challenge underway. Put it straight up into Rich Mix Fuel. And let's try and catch up to my teammate, who's having a little bit of a battle there with Renault. Well, the 2 Renault drivers are both Magnussen and Palmer. Not the best of lines in towards turn 1. But we are still very much on their tail. We go then into the long sweeping turn 2. Can we have a little look around the outside? We do it on our teammate. We also get Kevin Magnussen as well, who kind of squeezed us a little bit, taking quite a lot of grass there just to give Magnussen as much room as we possibly can. We're going to go up the inside just in case Palmer breaks very, very early, which he does. Oh, I'm going to give that position back because that was a huge corner cut. There you go, Palmer. You can have the position back, but I'll take it back around the outside if you don't want to squeeze me. Oh, my God. Palmer, you should not be fighting me. You're a very easy AI. Jeez, McGee's. Right, okay, we're through there. We've got past Palmer after a little hiccup through the fast left-hander, but nevertheless, we have got past him. And up next, I believe, is a Sauber, but I'm not too sure which one. Okay, on the back of Marcus Ericsson, now having a look around the final corner. And if we can get a good exit through here, we could possibly get Felipe Nasr down in towards turn 1 as well. Following in the slipstream, pulling over to the right-hand side. An easy overtake at the end of the day on Felipe Nasr, braking at the 100-meter board. Let's take a nice tidy line through here. Jenson Button and Felipe Nasr having a little bit of a ding-dong battle up ahead, and we'll be looking to get past both of these guys, maybe in towards this turn 2 up the inside of Jenson Button. Now around the outside of Massa, maybe. Can we do it? Yes, we can. We're going to be side by side through turn 3, but we just about get the position through there, and that puts us on the back now of Valtteri Bottas, who will have a good chance of catching up through this fast left-hander. There we go, all loose in the back end, switch over up the inside in towards turn 3. Try not to go into the back of Nico Hülkenberg, which we do not. Now we're going to have a little look up the inside in towards the chicane, braking at the 50-meter board, trying to get it all slowed down, putting it down into neutral, unfortunately there, but still managing to get the overtake there on Roman Grosjean, which is always good. And that puts us now behind Carlos Sainz. We go through the very slow S's, now get down the power around the outside through here, maybe on Verstappen as well, possibly up the inside of Max Verstappen. There we go, nice overtake on both the Toro Rosso and the Red Bull, and then up the inside now of Danny Kvyat. Job done. And here we go up into what would be P9, but remember, we are still 2 laps down in this challenge. Oh, I've lost the back end. Oh my God, that was bad there. I lost the back end massively. And that's going to allow Danny Kvyat to come back past me. but I'm going to follow in the slipstream, possibly go back up the inside down in towards turn 1, braking at the 100-meter board, and there we go. Doing a very similar spin to Sebastian Vettel back in 2014 at the Hungarian Grand Prix, getting so close to the pit wall, nearly completely throwing this race away. I'm determined from now on, at the end of the season, to not use any flashbacks at all. I've used a few flashbacks, I say a few, I've used flashbacks at pretty much every single race so far this season. As Grosjean has a yellow flag, I guess that's just an engine failure or a puncture. I think he might have had a puncture. He's not out of the race just yet, so I think Roman Grosjean has had a puncture in today's race, but I've used quite a lot of flashbacks so far this season, and from now on, I'm determined not to use any more. But here we are now on the back of Sergio Perez and Esteban Gutierrez, both Mexican drivers doing very well at this Hungarian Grand Prix, taking it easy through this right-hander to try and pounce on both of the Mexican drivers down in towards this right-hander, braking at the 100-meter board up the inside of Sergio Perez. I'm not going to risk anything just yet. This is very early days, and now we go up the inside of Gutierrez in towards the penultimate corner. There we go, taking it nice and easy. Puts myself right behind Fernando Alonso, round the outside, possibly into the final corner, like I did earlier on one of the Saubers. And now I'm going to go around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo as well, giving him the room on the inside, sorry, using the DRS, using the slipstream, which we haven't got any more, and setting the fastest lap of the race there, but getting past Daniel Ricciardo and moving up into what would be P5. On the back now of Sebastian Vettel as we go through this fast right-hander. Have we overshot that a little bit? Maybe. We're holding it side by side with Sebastian Vettel, but we just about get the pounce limit around the outside into the chicane as well. Or losing the back end a little bit as we try and seize up an opportunity to try and get past Kimi Räikkönen. Maybe in the next couple of corners. We know that we're quite quick through this S's section. On the back now of Kimi Räikkönen, around the outside in towards this left hand, and we get the inside into the right. We've got the job done before we've even got there, and there we go, moving up another position. Now it's just the two Mercedes that are ahead of us, and then we are only one lap down in this challenge. On the back now of Lewis Hamilton, can we do anything down in towards turn 1? We set the fastest lap of the race so far once again, braking very early there from Lewis Hamilton. We're going to dive it up the inside in towards turn 1, get the inside line, and there we go, easy overtake at the end of the day. And now we're going to catch up to Nico Rosberg. Here we go then on the back of Nico Rosberg, down in towards this right hand, a bit of a dive bomb move, not able though to get the overtake on Rosberg just of yet. But it's not really going to matter too much, as I should be able to get him up the inside in towards this corner. Oh, a big dive bomb move there. Rosberg definitely had to get out of the way of that one. I definitely overshot that corner, braking a little bit too late. But nevertheless, we've got the position, and we are now only one lap down in this challenge after 5 laps. 30 laps left to go. I think we've got a really good chance of getting a good result once again here today. But now with so much clean air ahead of me, it's time to pretty much start putting in quali laps. Try and set the fastest laps of the race so far and catch up to the rest of the field. Here we are on the start of lap 9 then, on the back of Roman Grosjean as I overshoot it quite a lot in towards turn 1, but we'll just say we're going for a switchback move on Roman Grosjean now, down in towards turn 2. Going to have a look up the inside, and there we go. Oh, maybe not. I've overshot it like I did with Nico Rosberg. I've now got to hold it around the outside of Grosjean, but there we go. We've got the job done. We've moved up into what would be P21, but we still have to go another lap to try and catch up to those guys. Here we go then, on the back of Pascal Wehrlein, my teammate, currently running in P20, and we're going to get a very easy move on him. We're around the outside in towards this long sweeping right hand. He might have a look up the inside, like we have seen a few drivers do, but no, he is not able to do that. And now on the back of Felipe Nasr, currently running in P19 in the Sauber. Up the inside through here, there we go. I was a little bit worried then that I was going to overshoot it and completely run out wide, but that did not happen, and now we're looking to catch up to his teammate Marcus Ericsson, who's currently running in P18. So here we go, down in towards this right hand. I'm not too sure whether... Oh, okay, I am going to go for the move. Did not expect him to brake that early. And there we go, up the inside, not worried at all. And we've got past Marcus Ericsson, but we still have a lot of drivers left to overtake. Kevin Magnussen currently up next, running in P17. We're going to catch up quite a lot through this corner, and then definitely have a look up the inside into the chicane. We're already side by side before we've even got there, and there we go, putting it down into first, drifting it through the chicane, fighting the steering wheel, but getting the position done in the end. Great move there on Kevin Magnussen. Up next is his teammate, Jolyon Palmer, who are doing a lot better compared to at the start of the race. They were battling with my teammate, Pascal Wehrlein. We're going to go around the outside, then get the inside line in towards this next corner. And there we go. Job done on Jolyon Palmer and Kevin Magnussen. We move up another 2 positions. Oh, lost the back end massively through there. That's not going to help. But Valtteri Bottas is out of the race. Now, I'm not too sure whether that's a huge collision or something. Let's have a look at that. Valtteri Bottas out of today's race, as I was losing the back end all over the place. Right, so where is Bottas? Bottas is... Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Right, Valtteri Bottas, what happened to you, sir? Did you just have an engine failure? Or did you have a huge collision down towards turn 1? Oh, come on! Boring, boring engine failures. I was hoping it would be a huge old collision down towards turn 1. That would be really nice to see. But it does mean that we are going to get past the car very easily. We don't have to worry about Valtteri Bottas now in this race. We only have to overtake 21 drivers, which of course is always good if we can make this challenge easier. Starting to catch up to a huge train that's just ahead of me. I'm not too sure who that actually is involved in that battle. But unfortunately, we're not going to be overtaking them just yet. It's time for us to make our first pit stop in today's race. Although the tyres, they are 53% worn on the rear left. But they're not feeling too bad at the moment, which is always good. But the tyres can still I still feel comfortable on these tyres. That's always a good thing and always a good sign that we can go on and we can keep on putting in fastest laps and stuff like that. But for now, it is time to come into the pits. We're going to go for a new set of soft tyres, then a set of medium tyres at the end of the race. But at the moment, our tyres are lasting, and that is good news. We're going to get overtaken by 3 drivers, but that should be it. So it just means a little bit more fun of getting past the guys that have just overtaken us. We'll whack it back up into rich mix though, and then I'll brake quite late to try and get Ericsson. We're going to go for a switch back if he can allow us up the inside. There we go, finding the gap there. And not too sure what happened to Ericsson. He fell back massively through that corner. He must have just lifted off as he saw me rise up the inside. As I'm going to catch up now to Kevin Magnussen. Engine's looking worn already. It's only lap 13. Jeez, McGee's. Right, Magnussen, I'm going to go up the inside of you, down in towards the chicane. Just about fitting it through there. And then Julian Palmer is up ahead in P15 at the moment. So both Renaults not doing too badly in this race, but still quite a bit away from the points. And if I can get a good line through here, possibly around the outside. Yes, and then the inside into this next corner. There we go, job done. I'm pretty sure that's how I overtook him last time as well, so that's always nice to see. Oh, a couple of drivers going side by side ahead of us, so hopefully we can catch up to those guys very, very soon. Having a big old battle at the moment, this train is, so I will definitely have a lot of fun getting past these guys. Starting off with Jenson Button, we're going to go up the inside of him in towards this corner, squeeze him out wide, try and go around the outside now with Massa. That's not going to work through there, so we're going to have to dive it up the inside in towards the chicane. Maybe get Danny Kvyat as well. Oh, that was close. Nearly went into the side of Danny Kvyat. That's not a good thing to do. But now on the back of Nico Hulkenberg, where we're going to go inside. Yes, we do. Force our way up the inside of Nico Hulkenberg. And there we go. Past those guys, past the train, and now catching up to the top 10. Another driver in the pits at the moment. Who is that? Not actually too sure. I couldn't quite see. Pascal Wehrlein's out of the race. He's had an engine failure as well. Pascal Wehrlein is out of the race. So no wonder Jeff was telling me the engine was looking a little worn at lap 13. The engine's looking a lot worn for Pascal Wehrlein. His one's gone. So wouldn't I run the risk possibly of that happening to me later on? We're just going to have to wait and see. But I'm on the back now of Carlos Sainz, currently running in P8. And we're going to have a look not into this corner. We're just going to take this corner easy. Oh my god, Sainz, don't do that to me. Let me overtake you around the outside. Thanks, buddy. Okay, that was a little bit too close for comfort. Oh, I've lost the car. Carlos Sainz going to come back at me into the chicane, but he just can't quite brake late enough. And I take away that position. But we've got a few drivers up ahead, as well as the yellow flag for Pascal Wehrlein. But let's try and catch up to the top 7. There's Wehrlein on the right-hand side. Oh, losing the back end a little bit. Up next for myself is Sergio Perez, currently running in P7, and Fernando Alonso in P6. Hopefully we can get a good line through the final corner. I'm going to try around the outside now of Sergio Perez. Look at that. What a move around the outside. Now putting me on the back of Fernando Alonso, using DRS, using slipstream, pulling out that slipstream over to the right-hand side on Fernando Alonso, braking at the 100-meter board, getting that overtake done and dusted. And there we go, moving up another position, but I've ran it wide once again. Luckily though, Fernando Alonso is not able to come back at me. Right, up next is Daniel Ricciardo in the Red Bull. So where can I get the overtake on this guy? Maybe up the inside into this next corner. Squeeze it up the inside. Oh, losing the back end quite a bit in this manner. That's never a surprise. Get it back on the track, Hayden. Come on. And there we go. Moving up another position. Finally caught onto the back of Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen now. And it looks like up ahead of those two guys is the Haas of Roman Grosjean. So I get a little bit late on the brakes there, nearly going to the back of Sebastian Vettel, but just about managing to avoid the Ferrari driver. So close behind him now. Okay, right, where can we find an opportunity? Round the outside here. We've done this quite a lot so far in this race already. There we go, round the outside, Sebastian Vettel, and getting the job done. But can we keep it on the circuit? Just about. And now up next for us is going to be Kimi Räikkönen in the Ferrari. There's actually Nico Rosberg. It's not Grosjean. It's actually Nico Rosberg. We're going to go to the right-hand side, and Räikkönen around the outside of this penultimate corner, giving him the room on the inside, giving him quite a lot of room, in fact, just in case he does decide to do anything and run it wide, which he didn't, luckily. But now in towards the final corner, catching up to Nico Rosberg quite a bit, who was absolutely destroying this race. So not too sure whether he is legitimately a whole pit stop ahead of the two Ferraris. We're just going to have to wait and see. But down in towards turn 1, I can see Lewis Hamilton as well, just ahead of Nico Rosberg, as I have a slight little twitch on the back end through turn 1, on the back though of Nico Rosberg, up the inside in towards turn 2, and there we go. Job done on Nico Rosberg, and let's catch up to Lewis Hamilton. Right, here we go now on the back of Lewis Hamilton in towards the chicane. Let's put our car, plant it right on the back of Lewis. Oh, gone straight into the back of him. Oh, squeeze it up the inside. There we go. Ah! Manor, stay on the track for me, please. Wow. Okay, right. Anyway, we've got through there. We've got past Lewis Hamilton, and now let's go catch up to the rest of the field, and let's go get some points. Oh, there we go. There's Roman Grosjean coming out of the pits now. Was not expecting that. That's why I was not commentating on it. But Roman Grosjean into the pit lane here on lap 21. I've moved up into P19, and I don't know whether I can count that as my first legitimate overtake. Yes, I've got past him, but I'm not going to count it. I think my first legitimate overtake is going to come from Felipe Nasr, just ahead of me in P18. He's running on the medium tyres as well. Somebody's getting blue flag. That's Roman Grosjean behind us. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Run it very, very wide. That's not good. But now we're going to go around the outside of Nasr. Maybe not quite through there, but I'm going to get him definitely up the inside. Surely, there we go, up the inside in towards the chicane. Job done on Nasr. Move up into P18. And there we go, first legitimate overtake of today's race. Here we go then, on the back of Jolyon Palmer. He's currently running in P17. A great exit out of the final corner. Puts me over to the right-hand side on Jolyon Palmer, and he's just with side by side at the moment, but I should get him under braking. Yes, I do. There we go. He brakes so much earlier than me down in towards turn 1. I can see Marcus Ericsson and Kevin Magnussen having a little bit of a battle. The two Nordic drivers having a bit of a battle down towards turn 2 at the moment. I should be able to catch up to him in the next couple of corners. Looks like Magnussen may be holding up Ericsson quite a bit, and now I'm going to possibly try it around the outside through here. Nah, there was no point risking that. No point risking that. If I went around the outside, I definitely would have crashed. So I'm just going to hold off a little bit. Take it nice and easy through this corner. Right, now Pounce. Around the outside of him. Around the outside of Magnussen as well. Let's get the car slowed down inside for the corner. There we go. Around the outside of both of those drivers. Getting the overtake done. And moving up into P15. And up next is Danny Kvyat in the Toro Rosso. Okay, Nico Hülkenberg out of today's race. Is that another engine for him? I've got to wait until I'm past the corner to... there we go. Right. Nico Hülkenberg. What happened to Nico Hülkenberg? The drivers at the moment are dropping like flies. Where is Nico? He's there. Okay, so was it just a play? It was just an... Oh, for goodness sake. What is it with these engine failures? I want to see huge crashes. Just let me, for once, Codemasters, just let me see a huge crash by the AI out of absolutely nothing. I know I've seen them in career mode, but I want to see one in the 2 Laps Down Championship Challenge. I haven't seen one live yet. Just let me see one live. Come on. Another two drivers having a bit of a battle at the moment. Jenson Button and Danny Kvyat going side by side through turn 2 and turn 3. Oh, this is a nice little battle. And oh my god, I caught up a bit too quickly there on Danny Kvyat. Was not expecting that now up the inside of Jenson Button. Come on, we can do this. Oh my god, what a move that was. Up the inside of Jenson Button into a very fast left-hander. Woo, yeah. A little kick of oversteer to celebrate. We likey. We likey that overtake. That was lovely. And now we're going to catch up to Esteban Gutierrez and try and do another nice overtake on him. Probably a lot sooner than I actually thought. So, oh, okay, we're losing the back and all over the place. Let's save this and overtake. Oh, Manor! Stay in a straight line. If I can save this, I'm an absolute legend. There we go. Okay, right then. Now up the inside of Gutierrez as well. We performed an amazing overtake. Performed an average overtake. And we had to save the car a couple of times. That was a very eventful lap, if I must say so myself. Manor, what is with you? I know my rear tyres aren't exactly the best right now, but seriously? Seriously, Manor, what are you playing at? Come on. Let's look at the tyre wear. 48%. Okay, right. It's coming up to the time we should be coming to the pits. But I'm going to hold out on these soft tyres and go for a set of super softs at the end of the race. Don't know why, just am. As we are now on the back of Felipe Massa. Should be an easy overtake up the inside in towards turn 2. Oh, Massa, thank you very much for turning into me, mate. Thank you very much. That made me go straight on into that corner. But we get the job done. We've overtaken Massa and we're up into the points. We're up into P10, baby. Here we go then on the back of Carlos Sainz. So quick there. See you later, Carlos Sainz. See you later. We were so much quicker than the Toro Rosso. Oh, we are looking good today. Here we go then on the back of Sergio Perez as we go through turn 3 and up towards turn 4 now. Can we possibly go for the overtake on the exit of this corner? We're going to break it early, take it nice and easy through this corner, and there we go on the left hand side. Easy peasy, easy pickings there on Sergio Perez. And now up next to us is Fernando Alonso in that McLaren as we break down at the 50-meter board in towards the chicane. A good exit through here could possibly have us overtake Alonso on the inside. There we go. Easy overtake once again in this race as we move up into P7. Now we've got to catch up to the Red Bulls and the 2 Ferraris and Mercedes as well. As it looks like a lot of them are actually getting caught up by lapped drivers down at the final corner. So that's interesting to see at the moment. If they could, and they've just pitted as well, so they're going to get held up once again. So this could actually really fall into my hands as there's somebody coming out of the pits now. It's Daniel Ricciardo down in towards turn 1. And there we go, getting the overtake on Daniel Ricciardo as my engineer Jeff has just told me that Sebastian Vettel has a problem with his car. That is really, really interesting to know. Sebastian Vettel, there's a problem on his Ferrari. So is that going to affect him quite a bit in this race? Only time will tell. We're just going to have to wait and see as those drivers are still stuck behind that lapped car. Right, it's time to come into the pits at the moment in today's race. And those back markers are doing a great job for me. There's Max Verstappen just ahead at the moment. Let's get stopped. Okay, right, we've got to stop before the line. Hopefully, we're coming in for a set of super soft tyres. I did change it. So hopefully the team recognised that I want a new set of super soft tyres to take me till the end of the race. Currently still in P6. Yes, there we go. Super soft tyres going on the car. Max Verstappen gets out ahead of us. We shouldn't lose too many positions. Hopefully we can come out ahead of Carlos Sainz. It might be quite close though with the Toro Rosso driver. No, looks like we're just about going to get him down towards turn 1. And there we go. So we're currently out in P9. 6 laps left to go in this race. All those drivers still getting held up by the back markers. This could really fall into our advantage. Let's go get Max Verstappen though, as we are so close to the back of the Red Bull driver going through turn 3. Up in towards turn 4 now. Are we going to dive up the inside or are we going to brake early? I think we're going to brake early and then pounce late. And there we go. Nice move on Max Verstappen up into P8 now. We just need to make these easy overtakes. Let's not make any silly sort of moves because the other guys are getting held up by the back markers. We need to make, we need to take advantage of this while we can. Oh my god, they are getting held up so much at the moment. Down in towards the penultimate corner. I'm right behind Sergio Perez. I'm going to go over to the right hand side and overtake him. Very, very simple move there on Sergio Perez, which is what we need. And now let's go around the outside of Fernando Alonso. Do not stick it out wide, Alonso. Do not squeeze me. Thank you very much. There we go. Grosjean. You're doing an absolute weldy for me at the moment, mate. An absolute weldy. Where are you going to go? You go to the right-hand side. Thank you very much. And look at these guys. We've made a pit stop and we're already on the back of Daniel Ricciardo. Thanks to these guys holding them up so much. Oh, Ericsson in that Sauber. You are a hero as well. Daniel Ricciardo. Are we going to get him down in towards turn 2? Under braking. Just sticking our nose up the inside. Using quite a lot of grass there, to be fair. But there we go. Past him, and up next is Ericsson in the lapped car, who he might park it in silly places, but it should be an easy overtake, just like we've done with normal AI drivers. We're going to go to the left-hand side, around the outside of him. Can we do around the outside of Vettel as well? Nope, we're going to go up the inside of him, get the inside line down into the chicane. And there we go, job done on Vettel, moving up into P4 now. Up next is Kimi Räikkönen, and then we've got to catch up to the 2 Mercedes, who are currently behind us in the championship, but only by the smallest of margins. So if we lose out today, we will lose out in the championship lead. Thank you, Felipe Nasser. You pull over to the right-hand side, mate, and let me through there. Cheers, buddy. That's what I like to see. Boom, another fastest lap of the race. That's what we need at the moment. That is what we need. Okay, here we go. On the back of Kimi Räikkönen in that Ferrari. Let's just go up the inside here. Let's make an easy overtake. Let's make an easy job of it. Right, we ran wide, but it doesn't matter. Oh my God, Manor. No, 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 not now, not now. No! Goodness sake, Manor. Why can you not just stay in a fucking straight line? Jeez, McGee's. Oh, now I've got grass on my tyres. That's really, really annoying. That's really, really annoying. Come on. Grip. Grip. Right. Okay. We've lost a lot of downforce now on that left-hand side. We may struggle a little bit, but there's still a chance. There is still 3 laps left to go. We've still got every chance to get back at these guys. Kimi Räikkönen going to break early into turn 1. I'm going to take that position. Thank you very much. Let's go catch up to those Mercedes. Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. I think they're going through turn 2 and up in towards turn 4 at the moment. Hopefully, that's the 2 Mercedes drivers. And if they are, then we do have a chance of getting past them. Okay, so the car ahead of us, unfortunately, is not Nico Rosberg, which is a little bit of a shame. It is Kevin Magnussen, but we are going to go around the outside of him. Get a nice, simple move. Let's not lose the back end. There we go. DRS as well. Thank you very much, Magnussen. Are we going to set the fastest lap? Not quite, but we're still very close to the fastest lap of the race so far. So this front wing damage is not affecting us too much. Right, here we go. We finally caught onto the back of Nico Rosberg. Losing the back end a little bit through the chicane there, but not really too much to worry about. Can we get Rosberg? We should be able to, but then Lewis Hamilton, there's no chance. There's no chance in hell that we're going to be able to get Lewis Hamilton. No chance that we're going to be able to get Lewis Hamilton. He is so far ahead. So far, though, we are setting fastest laps as we go up the inside of Nico Rosberg. Let's get the car turned in, which we do. And there we go. Looks like the job done. But we are slowest through this final sector because of that front wing damage that we received earlier on in the race. So, hopefully that doesn't affect us too much. But Nico Rosberg, he may come back at us down the start-finish straight. No, he won't. He's gone. And we don't even have to worry about him. We're still setting fast laps. As Lewis Hamilton going through turn 1. 9 seconds. I need to catch that up in the space of 1 lap. I don't think it's going to be possible. But let's just put in one hell of a shift and try and see what we can do. Oh, I can see him. I can see Lewis Hamilton. He's just there. No, no, no. This is not fair. This is so not fair. I've come so close, yet so far at the end of the day to lose out by the smallest of margins. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. But still second place. Come on. That's still a fantastic result. Setting the fastest lap of the race at the end. I did put in one hell of a shift in that final lap. I literally just put my head down and tried to do the best I possibly could. But what was the gap at the end of the day to Lewis? What was the gap? Because it surely couldn't have been enough. It surely was not close enough. It looks like, yes, okay, no penalties received for Lewis. We are still in second place, unfortunately. Lewis Hamilton wins today's race, which means he most likely takes back the lead of the championship. But it's still going to be very close. I think there's still only going to be like 3 points in it at the moment. And the gap, 1.8 seconds. If I cut one corner in that final lap, I probably would have got him. All I had to do was maybe cut the fast left and maybe the chicane, and I would have got him. That's so frustrating. But Lewis Hamilton is today's race winner, with myself as Rio Haryanto finishing in second place. Nico Rosberg finishes today's race in third, with Kimi Räikkönen in fourth. Daniel Ricciardo in fifth. Sebastian Vettel in sixth. Max Verstappen in seventh. Fernando Alonso eighth. Sergio Perez in ninth. And Carlos Sainz getting the final championship point way down there in 10th position. And the only drivers to not finish were Nico Hülkenberg, Pascal Wehrlein and Valtteri Bottas, with up to Kevin Magnussen getting lapped in today's race. So that is it for today's race in the 2 laps down championship challenge. We only have 4 races left to go. I think, yeah, 4 races left to go. So don't forget that you guys can vote for your track which you want next in the top right corner of your screens right now. And also, don't forget to leave a comment down below telling me you have my notifications on, and then you get a shout out in the next episode. But that's it from myself. Don't forget to smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe to my vlogging channel as well if you haven't checked that out. But I'll see you next time wherever we end up going for the 2 laps down championship challenge. But until then, it's goodbye from me.
want you to breathe all this in.